guys, and welcome back to another how to build guide video, and this one is on the Engage cabinet display with the function of being able to take the cartridge out of the display, lay it on top of your layout, and then you're able to just simply push your trains straight onto your track and vice versa from your track straight into the cartridges. So this is the video on showing you how it works. This is simply a build video of how to put the parts together basically. So I'll bring you in closer, I'll set up the camera so you can see what I'm doing, and we'll work through each process so you know how to build it from start to finish basically. So I'll stop the video here and we'll move over. Okay, so to begin with, I'm going to take the back part, this being the top with the notches here and here, and we're going to start by inserting some of the shelving units. Now you can pre-paint these before you do it together. You could lay some Fablon on the back so it's not the wood colour. You could by all means glue some wallpaper on, wood effect wallpaper or whatever you want, and then go back and cut the slots out. It's up to you, it's your cabinet, you choose how you want it. I'm going to build mine and then I'm going to shoot it with some silver spray paint. I'm also going to individually light each cabinet section with them LED strip lights you can get from Amazon, or I've ordered mine from Wish as it happens because they seem to be cheap. It's going to take a while for it to turn up, but I don't mind waiting that long. So these are all cut for us, ready to go. We've got one labelled bottom, as you can see there, so that's going to go towards the bottom, and the rest, we've got a top one there and the rest just go in the centre. It doesn't actually matter if you put the bottom anywhere, they're all the exact same shape and size, so don't worry about that. We're going to start in the centre first of all, so I'm going to leave the top and bottom alone for now. I'm going to take one of the slats and I'm going to line it up. Let me just get a bit of a better camera angle for you. Okay, so this being the top, again with the hanging holes for your screws, I'm going to take one of the pieces and I'm just going to gently tap it just to get that end in first of all. Okay, so that's stuck. I'm going to take a scrap bit of wood and I'm going to take a hammer, put a scrap bit of wood on top. I'm just going to go from one end to the other. Line all those notches up and then just hammer it home. So as you can see, that's a real tight fit. Doesn't require any glue, but you can always add glue if required. So I'm going to do the same process now for each section, working my way down till I fit the top section and then the bottom section. Okay guys, so I've switched the camera angle around a bit there so you can see it better, but we've fitted all the centre bits on now. There's no glue on these, they're that tight. If you are struggling, just sand down those notches slightly with a bit of sandpaper and they'll go in a lot easier. But I designed them to be a tight fit for this reason. I don't want your pride and joys getting damaged. Okay, so I'm going to take the top section now, again labelled top. Just preference, I put the writing on the outside, but it's up to yourselves which way it goes. Either way, they're designed to be the same shape and size, so it doesn't really matter. And we just need to glue these into place. So what I'm going to use for the video for quickness is some super glue. You would be better off using some type of wood glue or PVA glue, just so you get a nice tight strong bond for your parts. But like I said, for the video I'm going to use some super glue. And to be fair, the one I've got on the wall at my house already. The one I did for the images for the website, I used super glue and it's still on the wall, thankfully. So, but that's your choice. I would recommend some wood glue. So I'm just going to hold that there a few seconds and let that bite. Okay, and then I'm going to move down to the bottom. Again, with the bottom I'm going to put on the outside just as preference really. And I'm going to put some glue down these tabs where these two pieces will meet. Okay, so hopefully that's strong enough for me to move on to the next stage. But this being the top again towards use, I'm going to take the left hand side, I'm going to put the left wording on the inside, and it's basically lining up those notches again and using a hammer as we did before, just tap them notches home into the design. So I'm just going to start at the bottom. Going to get one of these notches lined up, give it a light tap, move up, light tap. Okay, so that's pretty much where it needs to be. I'm just going to knock all this home now. And before we completely seal those joints, I'm just going to drop a bit of glue to secure them into place, and I'll probably put a bit on the bottom as well, just for good measure. Okay, so I'm going to hammer these home now. So if needs be, your top corner, just to hold it into place, you could wrap some masking tape while your glue sets. So I'll do that for now. Just put some tape around that corner, squeeze it tight, pull it together, like so. And I'm just going to put some glue on the inside edge of there. I'm going to repeat the process for the right hand side now. So I'll take the part that is labelled right, line these first notches up like we did before, and then just give them a light tap with the hammer just to start them off. Move down. Okay. Take some more glue. I'm going to drop it into these notches before we tighten them up. And then I'm going to hammer it home again. Again, to get your edges nice and neat, some tape around them and glue it fully into place. But as you can see, that is now the cabinet complete. Okay guys, so we've got the cabinet complete. If you're painting it or want to paint it, like I said, you can pre-paint it first. You can get to this stage. I'm going to spray paint the silver. Silver seems to attach and gives a nice finish to the MDF without any issues. That's my choice of colour. I have drilled some holes just underneath each of the shelves in preparation for running an LED strip light to illuminate up each cartridge for my wall display. So they're going to run off 12 volts, I'll have to get a little adapter for them and wire them all up. Unfortunately, just due to the legalities of sending electronic without getting them certified and all this, I can't supply them. So it's something you have to search and do yourself if that's a route you want to go. I'm sure you're all capable, as you're all capable modelers, so it shouldn't be too hard of a challenge for you. So I move the cabinet to the side for now, and I'll just show you one of the cartridges from start to finish. There's no point in going through all 7. But the parts we need, I've pre-painted these white on the front. Again, preference for yourselves, you can do this now or later. So I've pre-painted mine, these are going to all my wall at home. We want a front, a back, a base, and the 2 ends. And I'm going to start with the back, face that towards you. So this being the bottom, and you're going to take your bottom strip. Now before you attach this, once this is nailed in like so, you're going to decide which way you want to run your cartridges. So if that's going into the cabinet on the wall like so, you want to decide whether you want it on your layout, whether it's best to have your trains coming from the left or going to the right. So you decide beforehand. Again, this can just be flipped round for your preference. And the end that the trains will run out of is the one with the like jigsaw notch cut out here, and that's what the 3D printed ramp will attach to in the kit. So for myself, I can go both ways, so it doesn't really matter on my layout. But again, I'm just going to line these notches up as we did before. You get one going, and take my hammer, and as before, just work your way down. Get them all seated. Like so. So we've got the front and back now attached. Again, you can put glue on this beforehand. It is a very, very tight fit, so it's up to you whether you want to or not, but I would recommend it personally, just for peace of mind. So now I'm going to take the front piece. Again, I've painted this up. If it wasn't painted, it could go either way, it doesn't matter, but I obviously want this showing to the front. So I'm going to lay my front to the table, and I'll line these notches up again. And just taking my hammer, start them off. Okay, so they're now attached. So again, if you wanted to paint it at this stage, by all means, you've got clear access on the etched lines you can see on the inside there. So this is where your N-gauge track length would run. And again, that's where your trains would eventually sit on and rest within the cartridge. You do get perspex acetate sheets to cover the holes. They are just simply glued onto place like you would do model windows on your buildings. There's no need for me to show you that step, I'm sure. But once you've completed spraying it, gluing it, that's the last piece I would put on, just so we're not getting fingerprints and glue all over the show. So, okay, so the final step for one cartridge is going to be taking one of our 2 ends. So the end that has the jigsaw piece cut out like so, we want to attach the end that has the hole cut out, allowing the trains to run through. So using some glue, some masking tape to hold in place if needs be. That's where that one wants to fit. So I'll just use some super glue for now. Going to hold that into place while that glue sets. Okay, so that's dry enough for me now. And then finally is the blanking or backing for tower end. So again, all those notches will line up. Just going to put some glue on the backing plate and then press it into place like so, and if needs be, to hold the part together, wrap some masking tape around the corners again and just allow that to dry. So that's basically it. So the concept is, although I haven't got it with me, you take the cartridge full of your rolling stock from your layout, from your cabinet, sorry. If this was your engaged track on your layout, the notches underneath allow this to rest on top. The 3D printed ramp that gets attached to the jigsaw cutout here is designed in a way that it will run over your track too, and it has the same rail distance, allowing a nice ramp for you to push and pull your layouts off. If you're very adventurous, you could actually wire these up and change the ramp to a rail style, so you could actually physically drive your trains on and off, which would be quite interesting to see. But for simplicity and repeatability, I've 3D printed the ramp myself. Again, that's not showing here, it's part of the kit when you receive it. So that basically is how you build one of the cartridges. Repeat that 7 times, hang it, and then please do enjoy it. So guys, that's the completion, or semi-complete, of the Engage train display cabinet I've designed up. Again, with the additional use of ramps and etc. to get the trains on and off your track, I think it's a bit special, a bit better than other cabinets out there in my opinion. So thanks for your support. I've sold a few of these already, hence the quickness of the video. It's not up to the usual standards, but if needs be I'll revisit it and re-upload a better quality video, but I'm sure you get the general gist of how these go together, and that's all this video was for. Personally, it wasn't to show off what the cabinet does. I will do a separate video for that. So all I've got to do now is just complete the other cartridges which go inside and hang it on the wall and enjoy it basically. Oh, and when my lights do turn up, fit my lights just above each cabinet. There's enough gap just designed in with that in mind, to be fair, to allow a thin strip of the sticky LED lights that you get. I'm sure you know the kind. We've actually got some stuck to the bottom of this table that we can go off. Yeah, so they're the kinds, you know, the ones with the sticky back and the run of LEDs, and they come in a range of voltage, so that's what's going to go in them strips. So again, thanks for coming along. Any comments, tweaks, or any design changes you'd like to see me do to the cabinet, comment below. I always read my comments, and thanks for coming along. See you again soon. Bye bye.